tell me about, so you had surgeries and different things, right?
Yep.
What was that experience, and what ended up finally working?
Well, I was at a Ninja Warrior gym, and I thought I was pretty hot stuff.
Yeah.
Went from one obstacle to the other, caught the other one at full extension, and damaged both of my shoulders.
Really?
I couldn't raise my hands above here for probably 6 months. I always thought it would just get better, and it would just get better, and it just wasn't. And so I ended up getting all kinds of treatments. I got a cortisol shot, for example, which really helped a lot as far as the pain and the swelling and the inflammation, but it didn't address the root cause, as I found out.
Yeah.
So I did end up getting a surgery to give myself a little more room. I had minor tears. We opted not to fix those minor tears, but we did do an impingement fix where they shave off a little bit of the bone, gave my shoulder a little more room to operate so the inflammation wouldn't damage it too much. And so that was kind of the journey that I took, and that's 2-3 years of assessment.
Wow. And how did it affect you work-wise?
Yeah, I do installations of audio, video, and custom theater and things like that, and I can't lift anything. I could lift it, I couldn't
put it up.
I put it above my head. Yeah, I was useless. But so it was hard.
Yeah. So after those surgeries, all you went through that, we getting it shaved off and stuff. Then what ended up making the real difference?
So I found a doctor who did stem cell shots, and I got a stem. To this point, I was getting really irritated with how the surgery didn't fix it. I still knew there was some minor tearing and things like that, and I was on the fence of whether I needed to go fix that or not. So I had heard about the stem cell shots that I could get, so I went and got stem cells, honestly half-heartedly, last-ditch effort.
Wow.
Before I went under the knife again, and within 6 months, probably, I had full mobility, full restoration. I was starting to build strength in it again.
Wow.
Aside from it, there's a lot more room in the shoulder to move around because of the impingement fix. It's fixed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I said.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. As it started to heal, and could you tell? Could you feel? Could you see
100%. Yeah. And there, as soon as you start to be able to move it more than you typically would, and you're like, wait, you almost say ouch, because you're used to saying ouch, but it didn't hurt. And then you go a little further, and it doesn't hurt. And it's, wow.
Wow.
Is the word, yeah.
Yeah.
What a relief, really, was what it was. Like, gaining that mobility again, and not considering then going in for another surgery was huge for me.
So, would you say that stem cells, brought back more to you than just being able to work again, but activities with your little ones are like, how did it impact you that way?
Yeah, I'm the father of 5 boys, and it's mostly a wrestling match, and so it's being able to engage with them again is huge. I hated when we'd start to wrestle and things, and I'd be like, oh, don't wrestle, Dad, I'm weak and frail and I can't do that. Whereas now I can do that, and it wasn't always that way. There were times that I could really move it, but by and large, they knew that if they push too hard on Dad, he's gonna get hurt, and he's gonna stop the match.
Yeah. Well, neat. Is there anything else that you'd like to say about stem cells or your experience?
Yeah, I don't know I'm not well versed in stem cells. I've barely done any research on stem cells. All I've heard is what's on the radio, and in a desperate situation, I opted for stem cells. I wish I would have done stem cells sooner.
Wow. Like
as a preventative almost.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't have had to do the impingement fix that now I'm a little loosey-goosey in the shoulder. So, I think when you find something that's effective and that works, I think you want to make sure that other people find that, so they don't kind of go down your same road and have to learn your same lessons. So that's what I would say, is look into stem cells seriously before surgery. Maybe they're the fix, maybe they're not. Again, I don't know, but it helped me tremendously, so it's worth a look.